Hey guys, this is lesson 2.8 for pre-algebra, inequalities and their graphs. Alright, so first in your notes you need to copy down the inequalities circle shade. So if you see this sign, which is a greater than sign, it's going to have an open circle to the right. If you see the less than sign, it has an open circle to the left. If you see a greater than or equal to sign, it has a closed circle to the right. And if you see a less than or equal to sign, it has a closed circle to the left. Now here's what I always remember. Extra line, see how both of these have extra line? Extra fill. The circles are filled in. So extra line, extra fill. So here's an example. They're going to ask you to graph x is greater than or equal to -4. So you go to -4 on your number line and you make a circle. Now you think, okay, is it open or closed? Well, this is open because there's no extra line, no extra fill. And it is going to be shaded this way because my sign is a greater than sign and it points in that direction. The sign kind of tells you which way it points if the letter comes first. So this is y is less than or equal to 7. So I find 7. I have to fill in my circle because it has an extra line on the bottom, so that means extra fill, and then my shade less than. So here's some more examples. Now they've already given me the graph and I have to write the equation. So for this first one, you always start with a letter, x, and then you have this number, -2. Now I need to decide, is that going to be greater than or less than? Well, my arrow is pointed in this direction, so that means it's greater than, and I don't have extra fill, so I don't put an extra line. And then I have -2. So x is greater than -2. This is, I always start with my x. I have a 5. So x is less than or equal to 5 because I have an extra line, which is extra fill. So x is less than or equal to 5. And then lastly, I have -3. So I start with my x out front, and then I have my sign is greater than or equal to, because it's greater than because it's shaded in that direction, and it has extra fill, so I have an extra line, and then -3. All right, try these 4 examples, push pause, and then come back and we will go over them. All right, welcome back. So x is less than -7. So you go to -7 and you make a circle. You decide, is it going to be open or closed? So this one's open because there's no extra line, so no extra fill. And then your arrow points this way. It's less than -7. So it's everything less than -7. Now this one is y is greater than -5. So I go to -5, I make a circle, and I'm going to shade to the right because it's everything greater than -5. M is less than or equal to 10. So I go to 10. I fill in my circle because it has an extra line, and that means extra fill. And then I shade to the left because it is less than. And then lastly, I have S is greater than 2. So I go to 2. I have an open circle, and I have everything greater than 2. So that is how you graph inequalities on a number line.